can you name your favorite resort in each category? Budgeting and how I budget. I'm gonna be completely transparent. We've gone through many seasons of life where money was super tight. What is your favorite thing to do on every Disney trip? Do your husband's tattoos have your kids' names? Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jodie. Today I am doing a Q&A. I posted on my YouTube community, ask me questions, ask me anything you wanna know about my Disney trips, my gift guides, life in general, and I did get a bunch of questions. Thank you so much to everyone who put questions in there. I did this because two things. Number one, I did a lot of Disney travel and travel in general over the summer. And I know when I watch travel videos, there's always things I wonder about. And I thought it would be a good idea to give you guys an opportunity to ask me questions. And I am also going to be transitioning into doing more gift guide and family content as the weather cools down and the holidays creep closer. I do, though, have more travel to share, so stay tuned for that. Before I get going, like and subscribe for more content. I do a lot of Disney travel, family, and gift guides. Gift guides are kind of my bread and butter, that and the Disney travel. So if those two things are something you are interested in, and especially if you have teens and young adults, I feel you. I'm in my 40s. It's a different stage of life. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm here to share it with you. Without further ado, I'm gonna get to my questions. First question I have here under the post tab is, can you name your favorite resort in each category? Value, moderate, and the deluxe or luxury category, and why? This is a really tough question to answer because there's things I like about each resort. If I had to pick one value resort, it would be Pop Century. Two things. I don't feel Art of Animation. I feel their prices are not value resort. And I know they're kind of clumped into value resort. I don't find their prices to be value. I would pick Pop Century because it is still a value to me. And I loved using the Skyliner, the proximity to Art of Animation. You can walk right to Art of Animation. If you do stay in Pop Century, one of the tips I have for you is we stayed in the 50s section, 50s decade. I would highly recommend 50s or 60s. Two things. Number one, both of them have excellent proximity to the Skyliner. And also the 60s is right in the heart of it. You're right by the main pool, right by the shopping and dining. And I loved the lake behind it. There was a great running trail for me. I really enjoyed Pop Century, guys. In the value category, that is definitely my pick. Moderate. Okay, I've never been to Coronado and I would love to check it out. So I do need to say I have not been to Coronado, and I know that it is the favorite of the person that asked this question, and I'm gonna have to check it out because of that. I have a nostalgic love for Port Orleans Riverside. It used to be called Dixie Landings. My family growing up, we stayed in the Polynesian, and then when the Polynesian became the Polynesian and it really became more expensive and these deluxe resorts really started to separate themselves from the other resorts Disney was building. My family, I'm one of six, transitioned to Port Orleans Riverside, which was Dixie Landings back in the day. So that would be one of my picks. The other would be Caribbean Beach. We really enjoyed walking around Caribbean Beach this last trip, and you can watch that vlog. Lots to do, huge resort. Again, the trails, all I think about is running and walking through those trails. Shopping was great, dining was great, live music by the pool. Really loved Caribbean Beach. In the deluxe category, this is tough, guys, because I would pick Contemporary for the simple fact that the Contemporary is within walking distance to the Magic Kingdom, which is my favorite park. And I loved when we stayed at Bay Lake Towers. I do think my opinion is a little skewed because we had a villa on the bottom floor and it was so nice. We walked right out to the pool, walked right out to walk to the Magic Kingdom. I love the view of the fireworks from the Contemporary. The convenience of the Contemporary is hard to beat. I don't love the decor, but I love all of the amenities, the shopping, the monorail, love the Contemporary. The Grand Floridian for me is a little too ritzy. It's a little too much. I love the feel. It's absolutely stunning. It's not exactly my vibe, the Polynesian is definitely my vibe. Now I'm looking forward to the Riviera. I really want to stay there one day, and we loved it. It's a little small. So I would go with the Polynesian or the Contemporary for transportation convenience, or the Wilderness Lodge. We have stayed at the Wilderness Lodge a bunch. Love the vibe, love the lobby. It's a really nice balance for the deluxe resorts. However, I would definitely go Polynesian or Contemporary if I had to pick just one or two. I'm gonna mix in a non-Disney question, and that question was budgeting and how I budget. I'm gonna be completely transparent. We've gone through many seasons of life where money was super tight, and then other times, naturally, where we had a little more to spend. Generally, I have a few very, very strict rules I live by, and one of those things is I very rarely buy anything not on sale. I am a sucker for clearance and sale, and I'm constantly on the lookout for these things. One of my best tips for parents of several children, big families, or anyone in general, when you go on any website, whether that be Under Armour, or I'm trying to think of websites we go on all the time, Gymshark for the clothes for the kids, anything, Nike, Adidas, anything at all. I never browse the first couple pages because everything that they're putting right out in front of you is brand new, super new, the most current, the most cool. And we naturally gravitate towards that. And of course, it's the most expensive. I always immediately, when I go to any online shopping website, go to sale or clearance, and I sort it low to high. And this being how I look for things, because I know I'm gonna be looking at things that are on sale or on clearance, starting with the lowest price first and then going higher. And I do this because the minute I see something I like, I'm gonna put that in my cart. And I know in my head, the more I keep scrolling, the more expensive everything's gonna get. So that is one shopping tip, is I only buy clearance or sale and then sorting everything low to high in price. Same thing at the grocery store. I check the flyers, I check my emails. Obviously, there are things that I buy that are not on sale, but for the most part, we cook around what's on sale, we purchase what's on sale, and that really is the only way to do it. In terms of travel, we went to the Cayman Islands, and I'll get to that because another question asked about travel. And that trip, I literally was putting in island destinations from our local airport. And I picked our destination, which ended up being the Cayman Islands, on the airfare prices alone. It was literally this airport to the Bahamas, this airport to Aruba, this airport to the Cayman Islands. And when I found a price that fit my budget, that's where we ended up going. And I then looked for a VRBO. So there are ways to do things. You just have to be open and be flexible. And obviously anything last minute, stay away from anything last minute if you can. Shopping, travel, anything at all, because you pay for convenience. So being prepared, planning ahead is another tip I have, especially if you have a big family. The next question is, we love Disney, but also enjoy Europe, the Caribbean, Western US, etc. Do you have any non-Disney travel coming up or any upcoming plans? Yes, we do non-Disney travel, and it's not as much. That's because it's kind of like when I'm going to go to Starbucks and I have a drink I know I love. I'm kind of afraid to spend the money and then not love what I get. And that's kind of been the habit with travel, especially with Disney. We also have a Disney timeshare. So honestly, it becomes more affordable for us to go to Disney, particularly if we drive. It's only about 8 hours away. We've been doing a lot of flying lately because we've been doing the budget airlines. But if we drive to Disney, the only thing we need are park tickets. And if we're pricing out other locations, other travel, and we're flying, it really quickly becomes more expensive than Disney when you add an airfare for 6 plus lodging. And Disney, we don't have to pay for lodging. So that is something that has contributed to us doing a lot of Disney. We do love the islands. We love the island life. And the Cayman Islands was a recent trip that we absolutely adored. I do have vlogs on that. We've gone to Aruba. I have been to Europe. This was a long time ago, about 20 years ago, I went to Europe. And the only reason we haven't taken the kids to Europe, again, is cost. That's completely cost. We do love the beach. We've been to the Outer Banks. We do have an upcoming trip, my husband and I. We're going to Charleston, South Carolina. I'm really excited to try that. So there are things we do that are non-Disney. However, they're not as frequent because honestly, it's cost, which sounds crazy when you think of the cost of Disney. And that little bit of fear that we won't end up loving it and then, oh gosh, I could have gone to Disney and known exactly what I'm doing. But we do like to go back and revisit places. And the Cayman Islands is a place we definitely want to return, especially now that we know what we're doing. The next question is, what is your favorite thing to do on every Disney trip? What's your favorite park? And if you could stay anywhere, where would it be? And another trip that you are planning. Well, first we'll go with my favorite thing to do on every Disney trip is the Magic Kingdom. It is walking down Main Street and the nostalgia of it. Hands down, I absolutely love my first day in the Magic Kingdom. And that always was our first day of the vacation. However, now we've mixed it up now that our kids are older. But that first day in general, walking down any park, getting myself a Starbucks, I love it. I'm back in Disney. I love that feeling. My favorite park, Magic Kingdom. This is just a nostalgic thing for me. It's the castle. We are in Disney. It has that real Disney feel. After that, honestly, I love all the parks. There's something about every park that just makes me warm and fuzzy inside. But I also really love Hollywood Studios. There's something about that park as well that I just absolutely love. If I could stay anywhere at Disney World, where would it be? This is going to be the Riviera right now. This is something I've had on my mind and on my heart. And I did show it in my last vlog. We visited and walked around. And even though it's a smaller resort, it definitely is someplace I want to check out. And that is definitely on my bucket list of places to stay. The next trip is Charleston. My husband and I are going to Charleston, South Carolina. Our 25th anniversary is this year, and we are taking a trip with our best friends to Charleston. And then I just booked the Very Merry Christmas party with my girls. My husband took the boys to a college football game, and he wanted to make that a tradition every year. And I thought, you know what? I would love to do something with my girls. And naturally, we love Disney. I said, do you guys want to go to the Christmas party? Should we try to figure this out? So we did book the Christmas party. We're going to do a very similar trip that I just did for the Halloween party. And that's going to be 3 days, lots of Disney Springs, a water park, and the Christmas party. We're probably not going to do a park ticket, but those vlogs will be coming. So spoiler alert, more Disney on the way, mixed in with gift guides. So you'll be getting all of it this next few months. Are you excited for upcoming changes at Disney, such as the Muppets roller coaster and the castle being painted back to blue and white? I didn't even realize the castle changed colors, guys. I am not good on detail. It is not me. Attention to detail is definitely something. I just love where I'm at and I'm so excited to be there. But I will say, now that that's been brought to my attention, I probably would prefer it blue and white because that is the way it always was when I was going as a child. And I love going back and just having those feels again. That is amazing. So I'm definitely excited that the castle is being painted back. And hey, Callie, thanks for bringing that to my attention. And yes, very excited about the new roller coaster. I don't do a lot of roller coasters, but my family does, and we love to try new things. So as much as I love when things are back the way they used to be, every time Disney has updated something or changed it, we've ended up enjoying it a lot. People always have opinions about it, but I must say we've always enjoyed the updates, and I'm definitely looking forward to a new ride. That is gonna be a lot of fun. We also like the Muppets. We like the Muppet Show, so that'll be a lot of fun. This comment has a few questions. I'm gonna do them one at a time. Do you ever go to Disney with just your husband? I have never been to Disney with just my husband, and this past trip was supposed to be just the two of us. However, when I decided to book the Halloween party, I kind of felt weird not bringing one of my kids. If you're a parent, maybe you get that. I don't know. We've always done Disney as a family, and it felt almost wrong not bringing Shelby along, and my husband agreed. We thought, you know what, let's do it together. Let's bring her. And then let's pick something else just for us. I've always really wanted to go to Charleston, and I've always heard wonderful things about it, and we're really excited. We booked a trip for our anniversary. We're gonna meet our best friends there. I'm really looking forward to that. That is something I have always heard is an amazing time, and it's a perfect weekend away. So we will be doing a Charleston trip. I might vlog it, I'm not sure. We'll see how it rolls. Sometimes it's fun to vlog it, and sometimes it's just good to keep it to yourself, and we'll see what happens with that. Do your husband's tattoos have your kids' names? Yes, they do. He has all of the kids and me. That's what he chose to do when he started doing his tattoos. And kind of funny side story is, it took him forever to get Shelby's name. Fourth child, it was hilarious. She was like 5, and she's like, Dad. It was funny, but yes, he finally did, and all the kids are represented. This is what he did, and it's cute, it's sweet, and he even tattooed my initials on his ring finger because he lost his wedding band, so he's really stuck with me now. And last but not least, really was a comment about my gift guides for young men last Christmas, and I do want to share. I am really excited, guys. I have some new things that I have found that I have started to purchase for my boys, and I haven't been able to do gift guides in a while because it's not gift season, and I have some really great ideas this season. I'm really excited to share. I love the holidays. I love gift giving. My love language for sure. It's going to start with boo baskets. They are coming up, and then more Disney, and then Christmas. It's going to be great. I'm really excited. And I want to thank every single one of you. Honestly, if you are watching my channel, if you sent me questions, if you follow me on Instagram, I appreciate it so much. This channel has become my little project, my thing just for me as I've gotten older and my kids have gotten older, and it has really been such a joy. Like and subscribe. There'll be plenty to come. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart, and I will see you soon.